So now today we are here for Off the Record with Phase 3 Films, the next episode. And topic today was 48-hour film festival that we just did about, you said, 3 weeks ago? I'm leaving the dates to you.
Yeah, it was about 3 weeks ago we filmed it, and the premiere was last week.
Yes.
At the time of filming this.
Yes. And to start off, I'm Samantha Morales. I was team lead and an actor in it. And go introduce yourselves. Or go ahead.
I'm Sara Troudt. I was one of the main actors.
I'm Keylis Guirgus. I was directing with Kari. Yeah.
Yes. And those who don't know, it's full name's Keylis Guirgus. She's been a good friend of ours for a while now. We met her through San Bernardino Valley College. Actually, we've all met through San Bernardino Valley College, of course. We're all coming out from there.
That is correct.
But yes, like we said, the 48-hour competition is something that happens every year for the Inland Empire. And I know this is a little different now because I think we finally got to work with you for this one. This is the first time we fully got to work with you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sara.
You're welcome.
Yes, with the full team, because I know you worked with Isaac, one of our other Phase 3 members, for Phone Call from Paradise.
Yes.
And you worked with Havo, right?
Yes. Also, that was for the 48 LA.
Oh, okay. Yes. Another 48.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, we wanted to bring you on more, especially with your movie coming out. And you reached out to us and wanted to come along more, and so we're like, let's bring her on. And I remember telling Daniel, like, why don't we just have her direct? Like, just I know you've directed once.
Yes.
Before.
When I started taking classes as SBBC, and then I heard about Phase 3, and I was watching your project. It's like, wow, this group is professional. I wanna do something with them. So when Sara told me, hey, can you do it? I said yes. I didn't think or like, okay, no, yes. What it's gonna be? After I say it, I ask, okay, for what?
Yeah. I'm available for what now?
Exactly. But yeah, so it was excited. It was amazing.
Because when we determined, like, we were on a call, it was a few of us. We're like, okay, who do we bring on? And then I'm like, oh, Keylis just said, I want to help you guys out again. I want to be more involved. And it was like right when we were in the middle of promoting Phone Call from Paradise.
Right.
And I'm like, what if we bring Amira on? What if we do this? And then everyone's like, okay. But I worked with you the most recently through school. So I'm like, I'll contact her. I'll bring her. Because I'm assuming she's the most familiar with me versus everybody else, because we kind of recently worked
we
together.
work in that project at school.
Midnight Masquerade.
Yes, Midnight Masquerade. That was good. That was something.
That one was fun. That was... It was fun.
Yeah, the thing that with Midnight Masquerade was that there's a lot of kids that they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you put this glass there, you have to take it out. Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But in general also was good. So I met Sara there, and work with her was very good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always great working with you.
Thank you.
Oh, stop. No.
You're fine too, Sam. You're fine too.
But yeah, this one was a little different for us because we didn't have a lot of our with our team, a lot of our key players. Like Paul always DPs our 48 hours all the time, so it was a bit of a change for us. And we had Vince, which is our camera switcher right now. He was the one that DP'd the film for this year's, and it was a new position for him, I think, for us anyways. Don't know if you've DP'd for anyone else. He's shaking his head no. Okay. But yeah, it was his first time DPing because, I mean, he's working with Paul constantly. Yeah. So, I mean, he knows his stuff already, and it's just, I like when we all get into new positions all the time. Like, even Andres, which is another member that was on our team, he had done audio like maybe a year or two ago and only once. And I gave that kid like maybe like I want to say about 20-minute just crash course, because I mean it's I want to say it's pretty easy to give someone a crash course on the audio. It's just after that it's them
getting used to it.
Exactly.
Which is what you guys had me do for another project.
And you hated it.
Well, I didn't hate it, but I went in like to film. I'm like, I don't want to do audio. I do not want to do audio. And then Havo looked at me. He's like, everyone else is leaving. I'm going to need you to do audio. And I'm like, yes. Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
And then you showed me the quick 20-minute crash course, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then for your film, they're like, hey, our sound guy isn't here. You literally just did this a month ago. We're going to have you do it again, but like for realsies. And I'm like, okay, fine. And yeah, it was okay. If you guys really, really need me to do it again, I will, but I'll just complain a lot.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
And to be fair to you, the first one that you did learn was the F3. The F3 is not really like, it's not as easy as the F6 is. You can't really control much. With the F3, it's mostly volume on that thing. And I always said I've worked with the H5, F3, F6, and F8. I've worked with H4. If you give me an H4 to work with, it means you don't like me, because that thing is ridiculous. Paul has an H4, and I've worked on it before. I'm like, I don't like this thing. It's a lot different to work with. You can't really control anything. You have to go into the settings and control it before you even go through. And I said, I'm over this. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot about experience with audio. And I told Andres that. I said, once I'm teaching all this on how to kind of manage the channels with it, but it's not really going to matter unless you put yourself into it and work. 'Cause that's how I learned audio in the first place, is just throwing myself in it. I learned of course, the fundamentals of it and took the classes and all that, but getting myself involved in something like, oh, wait, no, I can hear how loud it's getting, and just adjusting and learning. And that's how I did it, to learn with that. It's just throwing myself in. And Miguel's our main audio guy, but we had his equipment. He was unavailable for this 48. And so Andres just took it on, like just...
You were doing audio for a Havo production for the 48 LA.
Yes.
You were doing.
Yes.
I just
yes.
remember that.
Yeah, I that was when I was like, I want to be at every production. And I told Avo, like, do you mind if I show up? And he's like, yeah, Mia, come over. And I got over there, and he said it in his very Havo way. He's like, I didn't really need you, you know. I'm like, I know you didn't, but thank you for letting me come, you know, kind of thing. And I just showed up and started doing the audio, and I wanted to go just because. And Paul's like, oh, Sam, you always have to show up. Like, yes, I do. I always tell people, I don't care if I'm not invited. If you send me a call sheet, I'm going to be there. You don't have to put my name on a call sheet. I'm like, don't tell me the location unless you want me to go. So, and that's a lot of times Paul would just like, hey, boo, want you there. Send me an address. And I'm like, all right, let's see if I can. And I get there. I'm like, whatever.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
I will follow your instruction.
Yeah. If you give me an address, then like, yeah. Like a lot of the times if I'm not invited to something, like, oh, like where is it? Oh, like, do I have to like be on the call sheet or whatever? Like, no, they just like, oh, it's right here. Come if you can. Okay. I'll just go.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done that to a lot of productions, and I've been very helpful on those productions because I always have my felts in the trunk. So those felts come in handy every time.
Yes, they do.
So, but yes.
So, and this production that we did, they just did the 48 hour, working with Vincent when he was doing DP, for me was very helpful,
right,
because he speaks Spanish.
Yes.
So this helped a lot with me because all my ideas came in Spanish. And sometimes all the time, I have to translate from Spanish to English what I want to say. So speaking with him in Spanish directly was easier. And then we have a very good workflow, right?
Yeah, it's workflow,
Yeah, because I say, hey, yo quiero hacer esto. Y él, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, it's very,
it was good.
I think we counted on that when we were doing, especially with Viv, because Oscar was 80 as well. And then first, I think it was, we thought of Oscar to be 80, and then he was like, I remember he said, I'll think about it.
Yeah, he was
thinking about it.
Oscar's like, I'll think about it. And then I'm like, okay, what about Viv? And then because I knew she spoke Spanish, so they would be able to communicate very well, and you guys already knew each other. Yeah, so that helped out a lot as well, because I'm like, they're able to communicate with those ideas and then transfer them out to everybody else.
Yeah, Viv, she is very, very sweet. For the first time I met her, she has been very nice with me. And then I was, speaking with her in English, and then she answered in Spanish. It's like, wow, you speak Spanish better. Now we can be best friends. Yeah. I get a lot, like, people is like, what? I thought you were white. And I like, well, let me tell you something. My country, I'm white. Here, I don't know which color I am, but
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I speak, and they don't think I speak Spanish, and I have a very funny stories about that because they don't think I speak Spanish. They said no, no, they no Vivian, no. So somebody else, whatever, say some stuff about me in Spanish, and then I know what they're saying.
That's usually how it happens. That was my high school because I do know some Spanish words, and so when I can understand it more than I could speak it, and so when I was in high school, they said stuff. I was like, just look, and they're like, I think she can understand this. I'm like, yeah, I can. Because people look at me, they don't assume I'm Mexican, so they. Especially since I don't speak Spanish all the time or at all. I know enough. I feel like I know enough to survive at least. But of course, people don't assume that at all of me because my complexion, I just don't look Mexican at all. And so when I do tell people that, they're like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that." Like I've been asked before, like what what's your nationality? What are you? Like, where'd you come from? My mom. No. But yeah, it's always weird how we get those little different reactions from people.
Yes, because this is a diverse country, so you can find people from everywhere, so we cannot assume that somebody speak any other language, but I get that a lot. I still now, and I don't know. It's like, okay, I want to put something here. I'm from Venezuela.
And how was that with Carrie, working with Carrie, that communication with you?
Oh, with her was very nice. She doesn't speak Spanish, but she said she understands something.
Okay.
But we speak English, and then it was a very nice connection. This was my first time working with her at all. I was a little nervous. It's like, I don't know how she's gonna be. She's gonna be bossy. Like, you have to do this. But when I start talking to her, I start feel comfortable, and then she's so sweet, so nice, and I feel like we connect. Like I start doing when I get the script, I start working with the shot list, and the way that Lucas teach me how to do it. And that way, so I started doing it, and then I was talking to her. Hey, she was working. I know she's nurse, so she works.
Yeah,
she was working, and said like, hey, I will check in the morning, and then, but so when she came to the house, I have my shot list and the way the school teach me, and then her was on the script.
Yeah,
like when I saw the script, remind me that. When we are doing theater, playing, is the way that we do it. So her script was remind me that the theater style. But we have kind of the same idea, so it was easy to co-direct with her because we don't have to like put one or each up top of each other. So it's like, okay, I do this one, you do this other one, and it was easy, and we have the same ideas almost like. No problem, no discussion or no arguing. Like, I like this or I like that. No, it was pretty easy. You are very nice, Carrie.
No, yeah, Carrie is very, from what I've learned in the past, she's very much a theater, stage kind of performances. And when we met Carrie the first time, she's the only one we didn't meet at Valley. We met her through, I believe, I want to say it was Sara Troudt from the school. She had a script, and Sara Troudt was very much involved at the time. She was our school counselor, our career counselor, and she was trying to get more involved in what we were doing. And she's just like, there's someone I wanted you to meet, kind of thing. And so I had a meeting with Carrie with her movie, which we want to have at some point a podcast with her is it Frequency Over Time?
Yes.
So yeah, she wrote that one and she sent it to me, and it was very just a very fantasy kind of film, and it was very interesting. And so I wanted to give her this breakdown of what to expect for a production, because she had never written anything. I don't think I do know she had never directed anything. So we kind of gave her this crash course, me and Daniel, for I think it was I want to say it was about an hour or so of just this crash course of what to expect for her. Don't take on all of it. Your first time directing, you're going to want to do all of it. You're going to want to produce on your own, AD on your own. And you can tell she's used to doing that. Just take control. I got to do this. I want to get it done. Then I'm going to do it myself kind of thing. And I said, no, you don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to do that. It's a lot. And so just let her know what she might have needed the next day. And, you know, we were going to, as a team, help her out. I was trying to get as many people as I could. And then she even wanted me to do a part in that movie at one time. And then something happened with my personal life. And then I ended up saying, like, I can't do it. I can't. And then I felt horrible because once I backed out, everyone's like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to do it either. I'm like, no, guys, stay in our film. But we didn't get to help her out completely. But we didn't get to help her out completely. But she did it on her own. And my turn, apparently.
Okay, Sara, it's your.
It's your turn.
Oh, my turn to hit.
I talk with my hands too much.
Okay. I'm like, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to keep him down here.
She got
I'm
smart. Where I'm over here talking with my hands, and she's over here like this.
I'm like, tee.
But
it's fine.
But she managed to get her movie done. She's, you know, one little course crash course with us, and she's just full ahead on her own. She's submitted that movie to a bunch of festivals already. She's been posting them like crazy. How many things that she's been submitting to?
I want to be Carrie when I grow up. Just saying.
She's the sweetest. She's just so. She just goes. Nothing stops her. She, you know, as much as as busy as her job is, she still does all this, and she's gotten into other things as well, like producing. She loves to act as well. That's why she started in Alika's The Drop Off as well, with Miguel. We like to tease him about that. But yeah, she's been around for a good time now, and you know she's always very busy. But when she does come around, she's in it 100%, and she's just really great.
Yes. When I know she was very busy before the 48 hours,
Right.
but that day when she showed up, it was like with full of energy to start working.
Always, yeah.
And start, you know, and get everything through the day. That's why, because her and because all of you, I feel that day everything was very nice, very smooth. This is my third 48 hour, third year, and this was the easier one. With less problem or
I could say the same
issues,
thing.
Nothing. Everything was very nice. Even for eating, we have time to eat with relax and.
Oh God, that's a one thing about a 48 that we have learned over time. Because I know we struggled with that of trying to make sure we had a good amount of time for all of that now. Because I know I had 148 before everyone, before Phase 2. That's actually when I met Paul. It was the first 48 that I ever did. And I didn't get to work with him so much. He had something to do the next day, but for editing, I was there for the editing process with the director there. And, you know, there was a whole scene that we missed, apparently.
Oh.
And so we had to kind of narrate as it went. We got creative. So I met him through that. And that one, I got about 5 hours of sleep total that entire weekend. I was dead tired, and but I loved it. Like, we had so much struggle. We had to figure everything out because I was doing audio and acting in it with Brianna. Ooh. And so I basically just set the volume and had whoever do it because they didn't know how to work audio, and I did not have time to teach them. I was barely learning it myself. And so for me to somewhat know what I'm doing still, and then to teach someone else, it wasn't like teaching undress in that moment. It was I had to actually like, just let me set it, hold it there.
You're like,
don't touch nothing.
Yeah, don't touch nothing, because if you do, I won't know what to do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to fix what anyone's doing wrong with it. So it was that kind of situation for me, and we ended up, me and Brandon ended up winning for backstage for acting in that one, for performance in that. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, we were just so excited. We were just on cloud nine. We were just so happy. And then the second time around, that's when Phase 3 was built. And then we just, let's do this, make it huge. Of course, Paul, big, you know, colors everywhere. Yep. But yeah, when we got into that one, and that's when we finally did the first Phase 3 one. And so that one was huge. That was on an airport. Yeah, that was our start of let's go big with these locations. that was the start of us for production value. People are like, how did you get that? I'm like, it was not easy. Because I think that was the start of me producing on anything. And for this 48, I did not want to produce. I said I was team lead just because I signed us up. and then started assembling, which I think the media chat was just basically the ground building from that.
There's just little updates where it's like, hey,
I got this
we're
person.
all good. We got, and then it's like, I got this person, and then me being like, I'm gonna talk to this person. I got this person. I got this person. I got this person. I got like a good majority of our team, and I'm it's a casual brag because I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. And we've gotten better at getting sleep because of those.
Yeah.
Because of us planning that out. The second time for Blood Ties, our second 48, that one was about an hour each night of sleep, and we were late. And so it took us 3 tries to get there. We're like, God damn it. It was, and then we finally started to understand getting it on time.
Last year was late also?
No.
I'll say last year's was not late for you guys because it was Minnie and Milner's. Mine was
Oh,
late.
okay. Yes.
Because kind of similarly to how that went, my first 48, it wasn't with Phase 3, wasn't with anybody. It was, I went to like a mixer, and it was like I was meeting different people, and one of them was like, hey, I want you to act for me. And I'm like, okay. We also filmed at an airport. We filmed at the Paris Airport Cafe that was like attached to it, and that was really fun. I got to play the killer, and then I got killed. Oh well. But that one was crazy because the script we got that morning was completely different in every aspect possible than what we shot, because we sat there in the morning and rewrote the entire script, all the actors, and it was like, I don't know, 5-6 actors, and then the director and the camera/sound guy, because there was like a 2-person crew and everyone else was actors, and we all just sat there and we're like, we don't like the script sucks. It was boring, it didn't make sense. I'm very glad we changed it. So we just rewrote. It was like from 7 in the morning to like 2 p.m. of just rewriting the script at this guy's house. And then we went over to the restaurant when they closed, because it was like a morning thing. They were open. So after they closed, we went over there and we filmed until like 10. Like it was like from 3 to 10 shooting. And then, of course, I wasn't needed the next day. And then that one turned in on time. It was fine, whatever. Year 2, I was doing it with other people my age for a class. And that one we filmed at someone's house. It was like nearby. It was simple. A group of like 5 or 6 of us just stayed there the entire weekend, just slept over, crashed at this person's house for the entire weekend. And then was up until like 2 a.m. trying to write this thing because we couldn't figure it out. Because our genres were fish out of water and or climate film. We're like, what in the world is a climate film? So we're like trying to do fish out of water with like 6 actors that we had. And it was 6 of us trying to figure out what to do with this. And it was an experience. And then we filmed it, wound up needing to film Sunday morning, just like some pickups, and edited it the entire day. And then we were a minute late to turning it in.
Sucks.
Because we thought we could still turn it in. Like, I think we could like still turn it in at 7 p.m. But like it turned to like 7:01 by the time it like went through. That we were just
it's that processing part of it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We were all sitting
I hate
there.
that site
It
because
was,
of
it was so bad. And we were sitting there. We were all just so bummed. And then we just started cleaning the house in silence.
I was gonna say, like, that's gotta be the most awkward part of it. You're just like
it was
moving
awkward.
stuff around.
None of
all
us.
sad.
It was really sad because we were all just like, okay, this happened. We kind of just disappointed everybody. Crap. So we just we cleaned up the house in like a half hour in total silence, and then just kind of went on with our thing. And then when we went back to class a few days later, we're like, we were late. I'm so sorry.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, we were. And then of course we were the only group that was late. I'm aware of.
That was the practice one or the actual one?
That was the actual one.
Okay.
The practice one we turned in at like 3 p.m. and we're like,
oh yeah. Okay.
but yeah, this year was for this 48 specifically. This was my first time working with Phase 3 for the Inland Empire 48 hour, and it was so smooth and so wonderful, and it was a lot of fun, and that's what it was. It was fun.
Yes.
This was the most fun set I've been on,
Yeah.
just like in general since I started.
Me emocioné. Sorry. I got excited.
That's so valid. It's a fun, exciting thing.
It was.
This was the first 48 where I genuinely had like so much fun being there. Like I filmed with like with you guys or other people in the past where it's like one day things and I'm like, oh yeah, it was fun. This was genuinely so much fun. We all had a really good time, and even with introducing new people or newer people to the group,
Exactly. Yeah.
whom we've never necessarily worked with before, they fit in, and we all just got along. We all just got along really well.
Better way to
Yeah, we had just all got along really well, and it was very fun, very exciting, and it was, and you can tell that we were having fun when watching it.
Yeah, that's been a big struggle for the team, is trying to find that happy medium of getting new people and making sure everyone's getting along and helping out, and
48's are the way to do that.
You know, and 48 can make or break anybody, you know, and it could always, you know, someone new could either make it the worst experience for you or the best experience for you. You know, it can go both ways, and even when you've been working with someone for so long, it can always still go sour. And it's just, it brings out, I think I've told Oscar this, it brings out a lot of the truth in people of what they, of who they are in a stressful environment, you know, of, you know, dealing with a crisis just a little bit.
Under stress, you can see really how is the person is.
Yeah, you know, like when it's just too much put on them, or if they're just freaking out, you're like, oh, okay, you're not dealing with this at all. You're not doing well at all. But it's I don't know, maybe it was just the chemistry of everyone just having a good time. Everyone went in knowing they wanted to have fun with this. And I know I really wanted to make sure people had fun with it, especially helicopter.
Because we knew
Just the back door's open. That's
going
why.
in, it was like, oh, a martial arts film? That's gotta be,
Well,
you gotta know walking in that it was gonna be fun.
Yeah,
No, wait. With this thing, the fish out of water. This is the first time I heard that phrase.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
when we were in the there in KBCR, where they would, you know, give you the
The genres,
kick
yeah.
off.
and then I was like, what? In my head, like, fish out of water? We have to swim?
Yeah,
I was
count me
like,
out.
okay,
Count me out as
at
women.
least I have a pool, but okay, the water is gonna be cold. I don't know. And then I told her,
First, when I went up there, when I was laughing when I came back because what she said. When I went up there to get the card, because it was a whole like tarot card, so I'm like, "Are you trying to set us up to get possessed or some shit?" Kevin, like, what's going on? Tarot cards everywhere, and I go for the middle. I don't know what made me go for the middle, but I turn it over. This is like the third 48 hour in a row that I picked fish out of water, and I'm getting so sick of it.
next year you are not going.
Oh no,
to do
yeah,
it.
I've decided.
I'm doing it.
I've
I'm doing
decided.
it.
Even Daniel said it's because you picked it. I'm like, I don't think I can pick the next one. I don't want to. I'm
No.
over this shit. And so, when I turned it over, I was like, God damn. And then when I showed it to Kevin, I was like, I was just not happy. I was like, God damn it.
And you were the first person to
Yes,
pick in
yes,
general.
Yes, and we were the first person to pick. And then I was like, I knew I shouldn't have gone for the middle.
Okay.
And then the second stack of cards, pulled it over, Fied Film Mixed Martial Arts. I was like, oh God. I come back to the seat, and then Amira leans over and says, are we screwed? I said no.
It's because your face.
I'm too expressive. I know. I'm too expressive.
That's why I said that, because
I would like.
she doesn't look
I'm
happy.
like, I was like, I'm so done with fish out of water. I'm so over it. And when she said that, I started cracking up. I'm like, gee, what she just said.
That is okay. That is genuinely funny. For those watching and or listening that don't know how the 48 works, it starts with a kickoff. It starts Friday night with like either on Friday night, depending on what the event is, you either get an email saying this is your genre and then along with all the other elements, or you meet up in this one place and then everyone picks their genres randomly in front of everybody else. For this specific one, the runner of the competition decided to be silly and funny and be like, ooh, I'm going to make them like tarot cards. Fun. No hate to him. But usually they just like, oh, here's a bowl with a bunch of pieces of paper and you go.
Yeah, that's the traditional way of
and
like.
Then you pick out two genres.
Yeah.
You can either do one genre, the other genre, or mix them together. In this case, with fish out of water and martial arts, we mix them together. But we've done some in the past where it's like just fish out of water or like just something else.
Yeah, because it's usually worked in our favor when we were like, we don't want to do both because sometimes it's just too much. And you can add another kind of genre like Extra Hearts was romance and fish out of water. But I said you can't do much with that, so we added comedy to it. Okay. And you are allowed to add another genre. As long as you stick to the genre you have, you can make it another one as long as you center it more around that particular genre that they're giving it to you. So we found ways to make it work in our favor. But yeah, getting that second one, it's funny because I still had the scar from my cat, and Daniel was the writer, Daniel and Kennedy, and so I told Daniel like still have the scar. So and that's why if you see the movie, you will see blood everywhere on my left side because the scar was very prominent still. It went, even Viv even followed the grain of it. Yeah. She followed that and blended in with it. And I even felt her and it was still a little sore. So when she's tapping on, she's like, I'm sorry, like, just do it. Do it. It's going to be sore regardless, but you just do it.
She did a very good job with the makeup that day.
And she was just doing. She didn't know what she was doing. She said she was just adding more. She's like, I think maybe this. And then even with Monica's makeup, and which of course we didn't get to add so much of hers because we ran out of time with the movie. So we had to just add a little bit of her at the end just to show her. And because even Daniel was like, we may have to cut her. I was like, no, don't cut her. Don't come Monica all that time on blood. And she still didn't get to do it. And so we added that little piece at the end of it because of that. To give people context of what's happening, my cat is messing with cables.
Yes. we have a fourth guest, but he's shy to be in the cameras, but he's playing with the cables.
Yes. Daniel did not want to be in the podcast, so he's playing with the kitty right now.
The cat just very kind of aggressively tugged on my headphone cord, so that's why I got a physical reaction, and that's why Daniel was okay.
But yeah, that's why I was the fighter in there, because they needed to make some kind of blood in the front of it. And I even said to, I think it was that Wednesday morning, I had, you're still playing on it?
No, I just remembered. I'm going to mention something at some point about that specifically.
Okay. That Wednesday morning, I woke up and then I got it. I felt them just stomp on my face and I went like this, holding because it hurt like hell. And I moved my hand. I'm like, that I saw blood, and I said, "Oh my God, what did they do?" And I seen my face just scarred up on blood, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I took a picture of Daniel, and I said, "So, something happened that may change my position on the 48." And he said, "I thought you were saying you were done, like you're over this shit." I was like, "No," I said, "I don't know if you want this on camera." And there's a scar now. It hurt so bad. My face was throbbing the whole day. This whole side was just like done, and I still have the scar a little bit here on my nose. But yeah, that was the reason why they're like, we're just gonna have you the fighter. I guess it worked out. We'll make you the fighter. You just got beaten up, covered all up right here.
That worked out perfect.
It worked out very well.
And Viv doing Monica's makeup, I said, well, you did hers too, and she's like, yeah, I just did what she told me to add because Monica does do makeup. And Monica said, you put that on, that one. She says, well, I was using this one. She says, no, that's for new, for old bruises. Get this one right here. So, okay, she just listened to what Monica was telling her to do. I was like, well, you didn't know what you're doing, but you did pretty great. Yes. And it was funny because we were doing the makeup in your house, and we were terrified of getting any of the fake blood on your carpet, but not one of us
No.
bothered to walk outside and do this. And I told her, why did we not think about this? And I told Viv, why
You
did
know, I think about it after everybody
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
I was like, they were doing all this blood
Yes.
inside, but no, everything was fine.
Yeah, and then we were like making sure we to get it up. And I remember at the end of the night, I told Viv, like, why don't we just go outside and do this? We could have been watching what was happening the entire time when you guys were filming the first half of it. But we stayed inside trying to get it all done. And I said we could have been outside watching it this whole time. She's like, she got like, whatever, I'm over this.
No, but you guys, you were okay. No, nobody were, nothing was damaged in the house. Everything
Good.
was fine, clean. Yeah. It was good. It was very nice work with you.
Amira's carpet was not damaged during production.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just the with the disclaimer. There was no carpet harmed in the making of this film.
Yeah.
There is one time a group. It's because my house is big. It's big and have a lot of space to shoot. So there is one time a friend asked me for a friend of her or something, shoot something in the house. I don't want to say who, but they break my one bed.
I do.
Would they jump on it?
Was it? Is it what I'm thinking of?
No, I don't know. I won't say.
Okay, we will determine that after because I think I know what you're talking about.
So yes, what is the name? Is the side of the bed, the big piece of wood on the side?
like the bed frame?
Yeah, like this area of the bed.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So when I was to see that room, what happened, like to check in what everything was fine, that was on the floor. And then they said, no, it was like that. And it wasn't like that.
Oh, my God.
It was like that. It was like that when I got here. Like, I live here. You're like, I know what my furniture looks
but
like.
This is the thing. It's like, okay, they break this. They already left. Right. Whatever. Nobody is gonna pay that. Right. If I told my husband this happened, he would say nobody will shoot here again. So I have to fix.
I mean, understandably, I wouldn't blame your husband for saying that because if something broke here, I'm like, nah, never again.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to do it, so I start getting some screw and stuff, and then I kind of fix it, and then I cover with something else. So far he doesn't know that happened, and then I wishing he never.
I was gonna say maybe don't let him ever watch this episode.
No.
It's like the whole world knows. A friend of his watches it. They're gonna like, did you know?
No, nobody tell him because he won't allow to shoot nothing again. Yeah, but this is a guest room, so that's why he didn't see it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a fear of ours is to break something of someone's the minute it happens. Like, because we know we're gonna have to pay for it. Like, no, because I'd feel bad if I didn't, even if I'd go bankrupt. Like, I have to fix this. Like, I feel horrible. But no, we've always been very careful. We always take pictures whenever we go somewhere so that we leave it exactly how it is when we do get there. Just take pictures, and then I know a few times people they know I take pictures, so they'll have me send it to the chat after we're done and say, okay, make it look exactly the way this looks. And we've gotten that from Lucas from the very beginning. Leave the place looking better than where you found it.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like a genuine
it's a courtesy.
Yeah, for like even if you throw a party or have a get together, when you clean up, you make the place better than it already was. That's something I learned as a child instead of just in film.
Yeah, it's good for business. It's good for relationships. It sucks leaving that place, any place,
exactly
like crap, like all the time, and people don't get that when they leave like just their trash or their or gaff tape everywhere. Like, I get it, you wanted to mark it, but dude, pick it up. Like it's not that hard to do. Yes, it's exhausting because after the end of the night, you're wrapped. Yeah. You got to strike all the equipment, but you also got to pick up your trash. Because you are filming in a place that
isn't yours.
Exactly, it isn't yours. You got to show them the respect. Like, how would you want your place to look after? Exactly. Your own home. Treat it like your own home. Do you want it to look like that afterwards? Do you want people to trash your place and then leave? And then you're like, think about how you would want your place to be treated if you were to be filmed somewhere. Because that's the biggest worry sometimes is when you like, well, I don't know, because even at the arcade, when we did Extra Hearts, he was a little nervous with that because they never put all the stuff back. Like, he kind of had to do it all himself. He was nervous because of that. Like, they didn't really do anything, fix anything up afterwards. And I said, oh, no, that's not what we do. at all. That's so disrespectful to not put anything back. And now we get to, we go there a few times. They're always inviting us to everything, and they always want to come to our stuff, but it's always during the weekend. And of course, the arcade is
open on weekends.
Always open on the weekends. But then no, they're amazing. If anyone wants to go to an arcade, Revival Arcade. But
totally not sponsored by them.
This is a principle that apply for everything, not only for film. It's for everything because this is how it's like your presentation, your car presentation. Where you go, you have to leave everything better than the way you find it. This talks a lot about you.
It does. You represent everyone, which is why we always try to make sure we send the best when we go. And we always, that's also why we're always very cautious about working with new people sometimes because of that, because we represent our team. And so we want those people to represent the team as well. So like if someone gets out of hand, we always have a talk with them of like, no, you cannot. Exactly. That cannot happen. That's why I'm very big on like accountability. Like if you did it, then just say you did, and we can fix this if you say you did. But if you're like, well, no, I didn't you're not fixing anything.
That happened before in any project? Like somebody did something and they said they did then?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it happened. It's happened many times. For a lot of times, oh God, was it, I'm not going to say who, of course, but I'm trying to, because there's been a few times where someone doesn't say like, oh, like, no, I didn't do it kind of thing. And then like, oh, no, it's there. And it's not actually there. It ruins the things. There's a lot of things that we did with, I think the school's first feature. The movie came out the way it did. It was Linwood High. It was the feature before Brianna's a Man's Due. There was a lot of things we had to do to that movie because things were not uploaded properly. Oh. And it was said it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And so we had to get creative and just work around it. And but yeah, it's when someone doesn't say they didn't put something in or do something, or if lying about it, it just doesn't work. It's hard to do that, to work with people that do that all the time. I'm like, how am I going to trust you later on to do something,
Exactly.
It doesn't get any easier, but yeah, it's growth. It comes with growth. I'm sure that person is taking accountability now. I'm hoping people have grown from their past mistakes. But it has happened, and it's a lot of growth on ours too, because things happen all the time. I make mistakes. You keep going in, and something happens, and you just got to work past it and keep moving on. And that's the most important thing to learn and remember when you keep going on these projects, especially for the 48. You learn so much about adapting and working fast on a moment's notice. Like that's when I mentioned to you, that's why we do 2 directors, because it's so, especially for the 48, because it's so hard sometimes. We've had one director in the past before, and something always ends up happening. And it's a lot for one person to take for just that one short amount project, because you're just filming in one day. You're making an entire short film in one day. And it's a lot for one person. You don't get to really practice. And kudos for the rest of you who do one director for your 48s.
Thank you.
It's just
Thank you.
It's very stressful. If you can do it, it's great. But we want to be able to have a good time when we do this, and we don't want to just all the stress added on one person all the time. We want to be able to have you to bounce off ideas in the best way possible. That way, it's also another way to make it a team thing, because it's not about, yes, one person makes, like if it's not a 48, somebody makes a script and then you direct, you're the writer, director of it. It's their project. But if it's a 48, it's our project, yes. And that's why I always say people are like, oh, it's your film. Like, no, it's our film. We did this. Like, none of us, it wouldn't come out the way it is
the way
now.
it is a teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. It's teamwork. You can't get that without all those people in there. You know, it's try doing it by yourself.
No,
you know, you can't. It's not that easy.
that is something that I learned here when in the classes, that is really a teamwork, and everybody have a special part to do, because back in my country, because it's also, we don't have all the equipment, or we don't have all the people that do the job. So sometimes in production you have to do many things at the same time. So this is something that here I have to change, because I came with that mentality, like, okay, I can do this is everything at the same time. But it was like I have to use to, okay, I have to stay quiet, you don't do that, this is not your job, you know. But still, maybe, and any production, if something happen, if we have to improve, or we have to fix something or find a way, of course I will do it without no problem, because I'm used to do many things at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even doing the camera and acting.
Yeah.
So I go, push the button, run back.
I've done that. Yeah.
That is definitely I don't want to say if it's the curse, but like the fun thing about indie filmmaking specifically is it just depends on the group, because like sometimes you have to do multiple things at once. You have to do the camera and the sound and script supervisor and the paperwork and producing. You have to like do everything, or you're in the position where everybody has the chance to do their own specific roles. But if an actor goes in, it's like, hey, do you guys need help? And then everyone's like, go sit down. You don't do a thing while you're an actor. Go focus on your acting job. And it just depends on the people you're with and the crew, and like also how close you guys are.
Right.
Because it's like with this 48 specifically, despite not having a big crew, we were still able to have our certain positions and have the flexibility and the ability to reach into multiple different roles. Like our AD was also our makeup artist.
Right.
And that allowed it to work out very well. And kind of speaking about this 48, Wrong Day specifically, what was your guys' favorite part about filming this specific 48?
God. For my part, well, my accent was going in and out. I know that for damn sure. I had it like the beginning of the day, and then as I got tired, I was like, oh God. And I even told you too, like, my accent is going away. I was trying so hard to keep that Russian accent. But I guess it was just fully letting myself like get into this whole fighter mode of the back and forth.
That was very funny, because at the first you looks like you're dancing.
Yeah.
It's like no dancing.
I was so confused by this whole little back and forth that we were doing.
I don't know what we're doing. Okay.
And she's like this is a whole new thing for me and you, Sarah. Was like,
yeah,
I've never done this anywhere before.
Sam and I became very close during this 48 because when our characters were supposed to fight, but from the way the camera angle was, we were standing like
very close,
this close together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we're supposed to be like going back and forth, like about a fight.
Sure. He said, but it looks so good.
Yes. Felt weird, but it looked good. So I guess that's all that matters. And we were like standing this close to each other. We're trying to like move back and forth. And then afterwards, we were supposed to hug. But then we just like kept hugging for so long. And it'd be like, okay, we're going to do that again. I'm like, okay, getting back into a hug with Sam.
Yep.
And we're around the same height, but I'm slightly taller. And I'm supposed to like be leaning into like her shoulder, crying. So I'm like, okay, here we go.
I even had my boots on too. That's a bit of a height push for me, and it still wasn't.
And I wasn't wearing my boots. And then afterwards, we were supposed to be in like this group hug thing with the guy in our production, Brian, and who is slightly taller than both of us, even with boots or tennis shoes or whatever we had on our feet. And it was supposed to be like, his arms were around both of us, and it was like a group hug. I spent a lot of time in that man's armpit during that time, because I'm like, oh, group hug, group armpit, I'm like, okay, he didn't smell bad, so that was nice.
Brian was so into that character that I don't know, because I didn't see it on the big screen. Of course, I saw it, on the Miguel's monitor.
On a little screen.
But as we were, I don't know if you saw it, but because he was standing so close to us, saying his lines in between after a hug, you could see the muscles twitching in his face. And he was just so into it.
He gets into it.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
There was a take, which I think it's my fault for the reason it didn't take. There was, because he like pops out, because he's like, he says is like, we're hugging, and then he's like, ladies, and then as Sam and I move apart from the hug, he pops up into frame. He physically went right into the frame. This man was speaking, and then a single tear rolled down his cheek. It was the most impressive thing I had ever seen, and it was also really funny. So I had to like hold in my laughter as this man is crying in front of us. Just like this singular cinematic tear, just like, you really opened my eyes.
Yeah.
And my heart. I'm like, okay, that's impressive. Give me all your acting techniques right now.
Brian, he is amazing. He's a very good actor.
Yes.
And we can see that he was really enjoying his character. He loved to be art martial or something, doing all this. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He was very, very, very.
The line in the beginning where, I don't remember if he told everyone this or just me this, but during the beginning, his character introduction, it's me and the other character, Monica. It was me and Monica talking, and just like, okay, what is happening? Who is this guy? And whatever. And he is in the background just doing like all these random karate poses and moves, just like fighting. And then like he did like this jump that none of us were expecting him to pull out. So he was just like, did this little jump. And then later, before he left, he's like, I apologize. I'm a little out of breath. That was completely improvised, because he's like, I was actually out of breath. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, we can see
improv.
Yes,
improv goes crazy.
It was crazy, but it gave you some like realistic to the scene.
And it added the realism and the comedy to it, because that scene and that jump specifically was when most people were laughing, because like you would watch it and you'd be like, okay, what is this guy? And then he'd pull out the jump and you're like, like, that's funny.
Yes, he was. For me, one of my favorite part of the whole filming was when we are inside the house, and then you say, "Oh, I have to leave," and then he grab you, and then you were like that, and then your hair was
very soap opera.
I made sure, I'm like, I'm gonna make this so dramatic. I'm gonna make this so camp and so dramatic, and be like, oh, me, oh.
So this was like the novelas.
Yeah, that was exactly the inspiration.
I love it. It was. I like it. This was one of my favorite. Also, the one in the tennis court when you are doing the fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that one.
I think that was the most that we let go. We just had fun with it. We just didn't care what we did. We just kind of like, and then we hear orders from you guys that go do this, and we're just like, okay.
It's like no questions asked. It's like, okay, does it make sense? Sure, let's go for it. I think one of my favorite parts about it as well was the training sequence that we filmed, because we filmed in chronological order, which is not usually the case in filming.
Right.
But we filmed in chronological order of the script. So we filmed the first scene, and then we changed and started doing like this training scene of me and Monica just like practicing and prepping for this fight. And we had to do like the mandatory scene showing the chopsticks and then we had like Brian eating some noodles, and he looked over, and then you could see us working out. I was injured. I was very much sore the next day. I don't work out, guys.
I told you this weight are heavy.
Yeah, it was like 8 pounds, and I was sore the next day.
Oh my god.
And during that training sequence,
I told her, like, I have one that are lighter. She's no, I'm fine. I can do it.
I'm strong.
I wanted to impress people, okay? I wanted to impress people. No one had to know how sore I was the next day. But then we were going into other training sequences, and it allowed all of us to collaborate on, like,
and give
we
idea.
all gave ideas about, like, what we wanted to do for this training sequence. Of course, not all of them made it in, but I suggested one. I'm like, because I'm a dancer. I have 13 years of dance experience under my belt. And I'm like, what if it shows me, like, ballet, like doing, like pulling some like professional ballet out, and then you could see Sam's character being like hardcore judging me, which I'm pretty sure Sam was hardcore judging me when that happened. And I'm like practicing like these arabesques, and then you could see Sam in the background being like giving me some massive stink eye. But like we all gave in our 2 cents. We had like Brian climb behind some bushes and some trees, and then like jumped out and scared me and Monica while we were like about to like practice some moves. And then the whole thing was really fun.
See, doing the montage was fun and give the opportunity to everybody like be creative, and also what is the name of the one that was doing the camera with Vince?
Alex.
Yes. Yeah. He said, oh, director, sorry, can I do this? Yes, go for it.
Yeah.
So he have ideas to do some sequences, and and pretty much nice. It was good. That was good.
Yeah, he was another one you had added too, and I had just barely met him. God, I thought it was like a year ago, but I forgot I'd been out at FTBM for longer than a year.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've been at CSUN this whole time. I was like, oh yeah, no, way before that. Okay, so because I did meet him during my internship, and he was just watching us in the back row. They always called us the back row at school, and we were editing some stuff back there, and he saw me. He's just like, because that's like we tend to gravitate a bunch of people in the back row with us when we're at FTBM.
You guys were like kind of scary back there. It was like when I first showed up, it was just like these 3 people always in these 3 seats. Every time I showed up, they were always there. I'm like, who are these people?
Everything is in that damn G driver, right? I had to stick to that one.
And then
and God forbid anyone sat in Daniel's chair ever.
I'm pretty sure I did, so
Yes.
I apologize. he told me it was okay. We're good.
They're good now. They've
We're
patched things
good.
up. They've patched things up.
We're friends.
And they're friends now. They're friends. No.
On that note. On that note. Yeah, it's probably, I think it's time.
Is it time?
I think so.
I think it may be time.
Okay, so.
Okay, well, since each of us came from 48-hour experiences, what was something that we all took away from finding working together?
I loved it. 10 out of 10 experience. Would do again. Highly recommend.
Did you practice that?
Yeah, right? You're like, you're way too ready for that answer.
But yeah, I love doing 48s. Every time I do 48, I'm like, I either want to act in it or direct it. There's like no in between. Like those are, when it comes to 48 specifically, that's what I want to do. And
it is true, yeah.
Yeah, they gave the option where it's like, what do you guys want to do? And I'm like, okay, I want to act in this one. Like I full out came out and I'm like, I don't care what we do, I'm acting in it.
Yeah, I've been pushing myself to act in a lot of them too, because I've been producing most of them. I've co-directed one of them, and I find more fun in acting in them every time, and editing as well. But yeah, I've been throwing myself in it a lot of the time. I'm like, I just want to act. I don't mind, because it just takes off the stress from me. I just don't want it anymore. It's fun to produce sometimes, but I'm like, I want to not think. Can I just be in it and just have fun this time? And they get addicting. They really do. There was a time where I wanted to do every city. And I don't know if it's because of the 48 in general or just because I get to film with the team. It's just, we just have fun all the time. And we've learned to overcome a lot of stuff together. But God, to take away something different from this, it was different because it was new people, but in a good way. Because it showed me we need to open much more to a lot of new people, taking a lot of new roles again, and not having the same set all the time.
Yeah.
I know Paul and Marie weren't there. We didn't. Miguel wasn't there. Lico was there for half the day, but we didn't have our original team like we did before. And But and it was a little like, okay, can I do this? Can I let go of the control and let everyone else do this? And you guys proved me that I can. So, and everyone pulled together and did what they could, and it was amazing, and everyone helped out.
From this project specific, I won't change nothing. Everything was for me was perfect. Well, no, I will change the end.
Yes, the end.
Because as a director, I wasn't too happy with the way it finished. I know it's because the time, because we already 7 minutes already, but the end was different. So this is something that I will change if I can.
Which is understandable, and you do have a 7-minute time frame when it comes to 48s, and
it's so hard.
We filmed so much. Ours could have been 8 to 10 minutes.
And it could have easily,
I think we should re-edit it and do the full thing.
This is what I told Samantha.
I think we should. I think we should re-edit it.
I told her, can we fix the end for later? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, right now we can't because of it's still in the competition. It's still in the competition.
But like beginning of next year when it's no longer in the competition.
Yes.
I mean, we could adjust.
Re-edit it and then send it out to a bunch of other film festivals.
Or Amira could write something and direct her own. Maybe. I don't know. I always say that too. Whenever something doesn't come out right, we just finish it off and we move our mistakes to the next ones. I think I've told Juan that before. He wanted to change a few things with his movies before. I was like, dude, just move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Move on.
Let's go next project.
Make another project. You could fix all the mistakes for the next. But he's a perfectionist. That's fine.
He's
known for it.
And overall, it was a very good experience with you guys working. Everybody behaved very good. Everybody for professional, 100%. Anybody knows what to do. And I also see a lot of team cooperation, like, hey, can you help me with this? So
definitely, yes.
So so this give you make me feel very comfortable, very nice. I swear I was nervous the night before. It's like, how it's gonna be?
Yeah,
how are we going to do? Yes.
Yeah, those nerves are always
scared.
there.
I was scared, but once you show up and we start talking and everything start going on. I start feeling better and getting more confident to talk with everybody and then to start doing the project. So for anybody there that wonder, like maybe wants to do 48 once later, do it. Just go and do it. We never know how it's gonna end up, but just give it a shot and try to do it and be creative and just da lo mejor de ti. Da lo mejor de ti.
Take picture.
It's like give better of the best you can.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Do the best you can. Have fun. Yes, get your competitive streak in there. It's always fun to have a little competitiveness in there, but don't let it become your ego. Don't let it become everything you are.
Take your ego and go.
Yes, throw it out. Ego, nobody likes ego. Nope. It just doesn't work, and you think you're better than all of it. It doesn't work out. but no. On that note.
On that final note.
Yes. Yeah. On that. Go ahead.
On that final note, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. This was episode 3 or 4? 3.
This is episode 3.
This is episode 3.
He's still trying to count.
Of Off the Record with Phase 3.
Yes.
And again, one more time, I'm Sarah. This is Sam. This is
Amira.
Amira.
Sí.
And hope you enjoyed.